In the month of June, just a couple of weeks after the emergence of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the winner of the 2023 election, the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, was arrested by the Department of State Services. Not just him, but also the president of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. But that aside, we haven't really heard anything from Bawa yet, and it was alleged that he was transported to a private facility in Abuja by the Department of State Services. Unlike the former governor of the CBN, who has actually been in the face of social media and the face of users, either he's been fought for his custody or some other thing, his rights now are read this time around. And finally, the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, has submitted a resignation letter to the office of the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in the month of August. That's just last month. And he was reportedly resigned from office in August. And according to Reuters, Emefiele, who was suspended from office in June, tendered his resignation letter to the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But it was later received that Emefiele had submitted the letter to the Department of State Services, but it was rejected as the law only allows him to submit it to the office of the president. That is to say, originally, after all the whole tantrums being thrown at each other, he submitted a letter to the Department of State Services. But according to the law of Nigeria, that's not possible. He has submitted to the office of the president, which he has allegedly done at this moment. Now, following the decision of Emefiele's legal concerns regarding to the nomination of Yemi Cardoso as the new governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, so far has been laid to rest. Now, the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngale, on Friday announced that Cardoso's nomination has somewhat been approved. So we're still hoping for a better new Central Bank of Nigeria's governor. And the president also has nominated 4 new deputy governors. 4 new. So allegedly, if there's any further infrastructural imbalance in the CBN, maybe we have competent deputy governors to fill in for them. Now, upon confirmation by the Senate, Cardoso is expected to serve on a term of 5 years. Yes, and Tinubu on the 9th of June 2023 arrested Emefiele and asked him to transfer his responsibilities. If you can remember, we did that just one time where we told you that he was actually transferring his responsibilities to the department, to the deputy governor of Operations Directorate, and he was to continue in line. So unfortunately, the man didn't really get the, Central Bank of Nigeria governor title as it was given to Cardoso anyway. Now, the Department of State Services the following day announced that Godwin Emefiele was in their custody for some investigations reasons. Now, we Nigerians, when stuff like this come up, would want to talk about it and get to understand why some certain things happen in Nigeria. So we're going to dive into the reactions of Nigerians to see how they responded to this new whole breakout from Godwin Emefiele and possibly the other subsequent people, because we've not really been hearing anything about Bawa yet, but we're hoping we're going to hear something about him and it's not really going to be swept under the carpet. After going through the reactions, we saw that some Nigerians are not really satisfied that they are anchoring more on Godwin Emefiele and leaving Bawa out of the case. Is this a case of tribalism, or is this a case of regional segregation, or is it just a case of playing politics? Because we know his house was raided at some point and some good sum of money were found, and a whole lot of people were talking and criticizing the CBN governor. I never heard the Bawa's house was raided, but these men were arrested at hand in hand, within the same period, and I wouldn't say any of them were stubborn because they allegedly followed the DSS to the office, and all of a sudden we're no longer hearing about Bawa, and now we're hearing about Emefiele. Is this a political menace? Or let's hear what the reactions of Nigerians. And someone said, practically, I believe Nigeria has a whole lot to produce, and maybe we could look out for the Central Bank of Nigeria's governor. Are you trying to say we should fight for his release? Okay, I'll skip that particular reaction. And moving on, someone else said, Emefiele has reportedly dropped a resignation letter. What about the whole suffering he put Nigerians through during the Naira Resign policy? Okay, yes, I think Nigerians are still placing that anger on the governor himself, the Central Bank of Nigeria's governor, which is now former, as he put a whole lot of Nigerians through hell trying to figure out where to get the new naira note from, and to even find out that some of this cash were being stored in certain places. It was really what people didn't expect. So moving on, I feel he should be punished for what he has done. He's not supposed to just submit a resignation letter, but he's supposed to be jailed for life. Okay, I'm not the Chief Justice of Nigeria, so I can't really give a confirmation if he's going to be jailed or not, but I'm sure definitely this investigation is supposed to like take a shorter time. So I feel Nigerians take a longer time to do their investigations, unlike the other countries where within weeks they are done with their investigations. Nigerians are taking 5 hours to do investigation. Okay, they're taking hours to do. I feel this is sarcasm, but anyway, we're hoping that the whole investigation story would come out rightly for the benefit of Nigerians and not just Emefiele, because I don't think they would say he has done anything to be put to death by firing squad or by little, those other things foreigners do. So let's just hope our country is going to be better and Emefiele is going to be brought to justice. Okay, why would he be submitting a resignation letter to the Department of State Services? Were they the people that employed him? I would have literally said, I wonder, but that's their whole story to attack, and I do not know for obvious reasons why. Godwin Emefiele has done much damage to Nigerians. He should literally be resting in mental rehab. But he's not nuts. Okay, just in case you say he's nuts, it's obviously your own point of view, but I never said he was nuts. Okay, someone else is saying it's only God that can actually tell the whole story about Emefiele, and because everything is sounding political as he's in the middle of this whole drama and he seems to have his own setbacks and he's not forthcoming as we Nigerians expect him to comfort. But we hope to get a better decision as Nigerians. And moving on, Godwin Emefiele has been in the face of politics ever since the president emerged. Why do I feel that there's something more to his detention than the government is telling us? But it's a political game. Let's just hope and pray that there's nothing more to the suffering of Nigerians, because as we can all see, everything is going up and down, but it's literally going to come down very soon. It's just a prayer. We need to keep praying for a better Nigeria and a better state, a better economy, and the rest of them. So why would they be having 4 deputy governors when they have just one governor? I feel it should be one governor, one deputy governor. There's no need for the much crowd, because the much crowd they have, the much money they spend as salaries. Yeah, that's true. I wanted to ask that question. Why do we have 4 deputy governors and one governor? In as much as, yes, I understand they're actually trying to organize the affairs of Nigerians financially, but don't you think it's more wastage when it comes to allocations of funds and salaries? Because I know these people do not earn the regular minimum wage of 33,000 or 30,000. They earn way beyond. And having 4 deputy governors is something to actually speak against. Honestly, that's my own point of view. Okay, everyone has dropped in their point of view, but this is the much you could take on InfoGist TV. For more updates and more stories, do well to hit the like buttons, do well to hit the notification button, and do well to subscribe for more InfoGist. Thank you.